Hi everyone, in this video session I would like to discuss the concept of binary search, the approach which was developed by using divide and conquer technique. Here the time complexity of the binary search was reduced when compared to the linear search. So for searching a given array, binary search is the best approach which was developed by divide and conquer approach. So let us go to the introduction part of binary search. Here in this introduction part, what is a binary search? Search a sorted array by repeatedly dividing the search interval in half. Here in this binary search, there will be a sorted array, and the sorted array will be divided into the half. So when it was divided into half, it searches that element in that half. Either it may be the left half or the right half. If the left half, if the element is less than the mid element, then we will search in the left half. If the element is greater than mid, then we will search in the right half. Next, if the value of the key is less than the item in the middle of the interval, then searching occurs in the left part or else right part of the array. As I discussed, if the key element, that means the element which you want to have to be searched in the given array, if the key element is less than the middle interval, then it searches in the left part or else it searches in the right part. Okay, the idea of the binary search is use the information that the array is sorted. The array must be sorted and reduce the time complexity to order of log n. So here the time complexity is reduced to order of log n, where as in linear search time complexity is order of n. As I discussed in the previous slide, the time complexity of binary search is order of log n because the array is sorted and it is divided into half. There is no need to search the whole array, so it is divided into half, so the time complexity is order of log n. Next, coming to the algorithm. In this algorithm of binary search, there are two methods, which is iterative method and other is the recursive method. In this iterative method we use loops, that means while loop, for loop, and do while loop. So while coming to the recursive, we didn't use any loops, but we use if conditional clause, and there will be user defined approach. Here returning binary search, which was a user defined approach, where again it has to return to the binary search. While coming to the iterative method, it call by itself, but because if the key value is less than a array of mid, then it will return it to the high, and it automatically separates and automatically do itself. It was called by itself, but here the user has to define it. So it has it again it performs binary search for the left subarray and again binary search for the right subarray, but here in this method it doesn't occur because it was called by itself. So the algorithm is of two types, which is iterative and recursive, and the programs are of two types, iterative and recursive. The time complexity is same for both iterative and recursive, but this is automatically defined by the system itself, but here it was called by the user. Next, coming to the example. Here I take an array. In that array, the key element that I want to search is 4. So first, for searching the key element 4, first I have to find the mid, that mid equals to low plus high by 2. Next, selecting which part of the array. So by selecting which part of the array means here the key value 4 is either present in the left subpart or the right subpart, so we have to select the which part of the array. If mid is double equals to key, then return, else repeat the process. If the key value is equals to the mid value, then it will return and it prints the value, or else the we will repeat the process. That means again dividing, we will again find the mid and again selecting which part of the array. In this way the array is the sorting occurs, searching occurs. So here I take an array of size 10, here 0 to 9 indexes. So when I find the mid, 0 plus 9 by 2, that means 4. uh, as we take into value, so its value will be 4. So at fourth index the value is 5. So 5 is compared with 4, it is not equal. So again, so 4 is less than 5, so it search in the left sub part. So again in this left sub part, it searches the center element. Again it finds the mid element, 0 1 2 3, 3 indexes, 3 by 2, that 3 by 2 1, as it is int value 1, actually 1.5, it takes the integer value, so its value is 1. 1 is compared, so 2 is the 2 is present at the 1 index, so 2 is compared with 4, so 2 is less than 4, 4 is greater than 2, so it searches in the right sub part. Here in the right sub part, again it finds the mid, 0 plus 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0.5, so index is 0. So in the 0 index the value is 3, so the but the key value is 4, so 4 is greater than 3, so it searches in the right sub part. So again we will find the mid, 0 by 2, 0, so the value, key value is equals to the array value, so the element is searched. In this way the array is searched in binary tree, binary search. So coming to the time complexity, here I will explain it very clearly. In this time complexity, the array is divided into two halves. This is n by 2 and this is n by 2. So that we have to search in only one half, so the time complexity is t of n is equals to t of n by 2. So for the partitioning we take the constant c, while in merge sort or quick sort we will take the left and right subparts, but in binary search we only take either left subpart or the right subpart. So for partitioning the array, we take a constant time complexity c. So for time complexity of n by 2, for again time complexity for n by 2 array is t of n by 2 is equals to t of n by 4 plus c. So here the time complexity for the left half of the sub array is t of n by 4 plus c. We will substitute this equation in this, so the whole time complexity t of n is equals to t of n by 4 plus 2c. So whole time complexity is t of n by 4 plus 2c. So in this way all the elements are substituted, so we will get the equation in the form of t of n is equals to t of n by 2 to the power of I plus I into c. So when I consider t of 1 is equals to 1, then n by 2 to the power of I is equals to 1, so I value is equals to log n to the base of 2. When I substitute this value in this equation, the whole time complexity t of n is equals to some time complexity of 1 plus c into log n. So the time complexity is log n. So the time complexity for binary search in the worst case is order of log n. Order of log n. I think so you understood it. Next, coming to the applications of quicksort. Here in this quicksort, this is used for constructing binary search tree. A binary search tree is in the form of here there will be one parent node and it consists of two child nodes, and this left subpart of the root node consists of less than this value, this parent node, and this right subpart consists of values greater than this parent node. In this way, the binary search trees will be constructed by using binary search of divide and conquer approach. Next, the time complexity is less when compared to the linear search. In linear search, the time complexity is order of n, while in binary search, the time complexity is order of log n. Next, algorithm efficiency. As the time complexity is less, the efficiency of the algorithm is very good. Next, parallelism. Parallelism is nothing but at a time there will be several processes occur at a time. So the communication of data between the processes doesn't need to be planned in advance. So there is no need of planning that this process have to occur after the completion of this process. Here in this parallelism, that means in binary search, it will automatically call the process when one process has been called by itself, because distinct subproblems can be executed on different processes, because the program is divided into subparts. So these subparts have to be converged, and it has to provide the solution for the given question. So to find the solution, it has to automatically call, and this method is known as parallelism. In binary search, parallelism is occurred. Next, efficient use of memory caches. There is no need of more memory use, so memory caches will be used very efficiently. I think so you understood it very clearly. In the next video session, let us discuss about the code for binary search, and share to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone.